everybody, my name is
H3TR.
and welcome to
Nomifactory.
Hello, today we're gonna upgrade our DML system to turn our shulker model into a renewable energy source. We're also gonna extend it to get infinite basic materials just like iron and copper. And further, we're gonna get the glitch armor, which allows us to fly just like in creative mode. Before we started, however, I hooked up the two drawer walls we have, the one from the Cobbleworks and from the DML system, to our applied energistic network. Let me explain. Okay, so now that I have installed these buses, as well as something, well, I explain that afterwards. These buses allow us to to access the network, the ME network anywhere, and they also mean that you practically have all these items, they appear in there. So for example, let's say I have all these cobblestone and stuff in there, I just look up cobblestone and boom, there we go. Or I look up sand, there we go. Anything like silicon and all these things all show up because the buses are connected to the drawer controller, which, well, it gives us access over everything. And same for this, but here I had to implement something different because these things here, they're not really used anymore, because these item conduits, even though they allow pulling from the bus, from the drawer controller, they don't have access to this bus, which means that they don't have access to any of the materials on the network. But to fix that, I added one of these ME interfaces and requested clay and nether quartz. So now the machines can pull directly from the interface, which then supplies both nether quartz and clay. And this is what keeps our thing. Well, now it's actually fully automated. There's nothing. If this world would exist for 12 billion years, well, that's probably not true, but just hypothetically, if this world kept running for 100 days, all of the power would still be there, because obviously, I mean, everything is being generated. So, well, it probably all get full and stuff like that, but it's only hypothetical anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so what I want to tackle now is I just want to get some more simulation chambers so we can start upgrading models. My primary focus right now are both the blaze models, so we can get sulfur, but we already have that. Same for zombie, we also have that. But I also want a spider model, because with this one we can get copper, which is also something that we're using quite a lot, and we don't have that much left. But I think after we have a maxed out zombie model, we can look into the trial keys and the glitch armor, which I've been talking about for literally the entirety of the series, so that means it's a pretty big deal, because I don't like falling to death. And being unable to work on things I can reach right now. Okay, so I have now set up the iron and copper production with the zombie and the spider model, but I think that it might also be a good idea well, that we actually get some more data models for when we add future infrastructure. Right, so I've just gotten this scanning machine, and this we will need for making the battery that is needed for the deep learner, this portable scanner, but also for if we eventually put a battery buffer in one of these things. Alright, and that's our deep learner. And I hope by now, nope. Alright, so there's still 50 iterations that it has to do before it becomes actually usable for us, but that doesn't mean that we can't prepare further. Next thing we need to get is a trial keystone, which is, well, it's not very expensive, so let's do that real quick. Alright, one trial keystone. Now we are just going to have to make some trial keys. And I'm planning to put this thing on one of these buildings actually. Probably this one because it has the largest area. Because we're gonna need some kind of arena. 15 by 15 blocks I think it has to be. But obviously it can be a little bit bigger, but if it's too big, you will just fall out of the arena and die, which is obviously, it's not really great. And armed with this staff, we definitely, oh yes, that, I forgot to mention this. This staff I found a while back in one of the chests in some building. I have made a wired charger, and this just allows us to charge this thing. I've also upgraded to have a powered 3 so that it has a bigger capacity, and as you can see, if I crouch and I right click, then I can just teleport, and it also negates fall damage, as you can see, so I can just do stuff like this, which is very neat. And you can also teleport through things, which can also be quite handy at times. So yeah, this will definitely help us as well, I'm sure, if we don't manage to throw ourselves off the building, of course. So now I'm just going to clear this area so we have a good arena, because obviously we don't want to get stuck on some walls. The other thing we have to do is stack up some food, because obviously if we want to fight monsters, we have to put it on a difficulty other than peaceful, and that also means that we're gonna have to eat. Right, our model is now self-aware, which means that we can get, yeah, right here, as you can see, self-aware, zombie, drops corrupted glitch hearts, and that we can turn into the material part for the glitch armor. We can just... And that was enough to get all of them. Right, let's put one of these in and start the trial. I'm gonna end the episode. I know it's a bit shorter than most of my other videos, but I couldn't really meaningfully fit anything else in here. Next episode will probably be a bit longer, just like usual. But with that said, thanks for watching. If you want to keep up with my progress, I suggest you subscribe. If you know anyone who could be interested in this series, make sure to share the video. And if you liked it, like, and if not, well, you can dislike. Well, that's it. See ya.